IKEA isn't just a furniture store, it's basically a maze. And this isn't just any IKEA, this is the world's biggest IKEA, right here in Sweden. And instead of just shopping, this trip turned into one of the longest workouts I've had so far on this journey. I'm talking over 11,000 steps, food decisions I had to think twice about, and plenty of weird funny stuff along the way. A year ago, I wouldn't even made it past the first few showrooms without feeling wrecked. Today, I walked the entire thing, and honestly, it felt like cardio disguised as shopping. So let's take a walk through the world's biggest IKEA. I'll show you what I ate at the food court, how I turned this into a legit workout, and a few surprising things you probably didn't expect to find inside the Swedish IKEA. The thing about IKEA is it tricks you. You don't even notice how much you're walking because you're distracted by the displays and shortcuts that don't really actually save you time. By the end of this trip, I had racked up more than 11,000 steps, and that's without even going back for round 2. For context, when I started this journey, walking even 1,000 steps felt like a mountain. I'd be sweating, breathing heavily, and looking for the nearest bench. Now I just walked through the biggest IKEA in the world and it honestly felt fine. Tiring, yeah, sure, but not impossible. And it made me realize something. Progress doesn't always show up on the scale. Sometimes it shows up when you're halfway through a giant store and realize you're not even thinking about how far you've walked. You're just doing it. And that is a win. Of course, the real reason a lot of people come to IKEA isn't just for furniture, it's for the food. And this place has everything. As I walked through, I saw cakes lined up, salads, desserts, and a giant menu board with all the classics. And yeah, the famous Swedish meatballs were right there calling my name. Now, normally this could be a danger zone for me, because let's be honest, old me would have just stacked a tray of meatballs, gravy, cake, and maybe some other dessert and called it a meal. But this time I wanted to be mindful. So here's what I actually got. Mashed potatoes with chicken breast plus a portion of meatballs, but I went with the kids portion, just enough to taste them without going overboard. Because come on, you can't go to IKEA and not eat the meatballs, right? And I'll be honest, I also grabbed a slice of carrot cake. Hey, it's got vegetables in it, you know, it would do the least damage to my calories of all the spread there. And then I saw something new on the menu, Swedish tacos. Yeah, I had to try them, and honestly, a big mistake. These were absolutely awful. I don't even know how they can call them tacos. More like disappointment wrapped in tortilla. The funny part is the plate with the chicken and mashed potatoes, totally solid. The kids' meatballs, exactly what you'd expect from IKEA. But those tacos, never again. No. I think even calling them tacos is a disappointment. Still, walking away, I felt good. I didn't go crazy, I didn't feel deprived, and I proved to myself that you can eat at IKEA without wrecking your progress, as long as you skip the so-called tacos. Now here's the part where IKEA really gets you, the endless displays. So you got this tiny kid kitchen right next to a full-sized kitchen, little stove, little sink, and then a whole grown-up version right beside it. It's like IKEA saying, start 'em young. And then on the table, this masterpiece of a cake, except it's not real. It's literally made of cardboard. IKEA really out there catfishing us with dessert. And then I found this giant couch, and honestly, way more comfortable than I expected. If I sit down here long enough, someone's gonna have to drag me out. And speaking of dragging me out, I even tested out one of the bathrooms. Stepped into the shower, pulled the curtain like I was about to get ready, and yeah, IKEA employees probably thought I lost it. This next kitchen's fan is so low, I can't even see the stove. I know I'm tall, I know I'm giant, but come on IKEA, this thing was made for hobbits. Keeping the Hobbit theme, there was this tiny kid's desk with this little stool. And yes, I gave in to my intrusive thoughts. Surprisingly sturdy though, I genuinely expected to have to pay for this one. And then the complete opposite, this huge modern kitchen with an island the size of my old apartment, and honestly, goals. Someday, you never know. Seasonal section had pumpkin candles everywhere, smelled like autumn slapped me in the face inside a Starbucks, but in a good way. Then I spotted this wooden moose figurines with these little felt antlers. Cute, but also slightly cursed, I think. Like they're watching you, I don't know. And finally, pumpkins. Not just orange ones either. Green, white, yellow, you name it. IKEA's got a pumpkin for every mood. The point is, I wasn't just walking, I was enjoying all of these little moments, laughing at the weird setups, and then realizing that movement doesn't always have to be serious exercise. Sometimes it's just living life and letting steps add up without even trying. By the time I left, I wasn't just carrying a few small things from the store, I was actually carrying the realization that this right here is part of weight loss too. It's not always about perfect gym sessions or counting every calorie, it's about proving to yourself that you can move more, that you can make better choices, and that everyday life doesn't have to be something to hide from. Walking through IKEA might not sound like a victory, but when you've been over 200 kilos and struggling to breathe from a short walk, it is. It really is. So yeah, I didn't just survive the world's biggest IKEA, I made it my workout. I stayed mindful with the food and I actually had fun doing it. And honestly, if IKEA counts as cardio, then maybe I need to come back more often. Thanks for walking with me through the world's biggest IKEA. If you want to keep following my weight loss journey in real time, hit subscribe because this isn't the after, this is me figuring it out step by step. Literally. See you in the next one. Chonk out.